Yo, what is up guys, my name is Streams, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to tell you the top 5 fastest cars in GTA 5 Online. Now the list got changed recently because of the new update, and actually the 5th fastest car on this list is from the new update. But yeah, if you're new around here, thank you very much for checking out my video. Hope you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you want to. I really appreciate all the support. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So coming in at number 5, we have the Coquette D10, or Coquette, or however you say it, I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, it's actually a new sports car with the new update, and I did not realize it was this fast at first. I knew it seemed pretty cool, and the customization options honestly made me think it was a supercar at first until I realized it was a sports car. And it seemed like it wasn't that great, but I started using it more and kind of got the feel of it and got the hang of it, and it's honestly a really solid car. It's the 5th fastest car in the game as of right now, and it's only a sports car, and it actually kind of holds up compared to a lot of newer cars, especially the newer sports cars. But yeah, it comes in at a crazy top speed of 130 miles per hour, which is actually quite a bit because compared to some cars like the T20, only comes in at 122. So for this to be a sports car and still have a top speed of 130, it's a really solid car, and I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a pretty cool car. It is a little expensive for a sports car though. It costs $1,510,000, but I'd say it's definitely worth that money because that's honestly not a lot compared to some of the newer supercars, and it's a really solid car. It looks absolutely amazing and it's very fast as well. So yeah, that was number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have a Benny's vehicle, the Bravado Banshee 900R. Now the Banshee starts out as a sports car, but it turns into a supercar once you bring it into Benny's. And once you turn this thing into a supercar, it's honestly one of the coolest cars in the game in my opinion. First of all, it's super heavy, so it has incredible downforce when you're racing, so you're not like hitting any small ramps or any hills and flying off the road a little bit. And aside from all that, it's just a super cool car in general. Since it's a Benny's car, it has incredible customization. It doesn't actually cost that much money since it's only around $500K to turn the normal sports version into the Benny's supercar version, and it's honestly just a really cool car, and I'd say it's definitely a must-have for all of the car enthusiasts. Now the Banshee's top speed actually comes in at 131 miles per hour, 1 mile per hour higher than the Coquette D10, and you can actually buy the normal version of the Banshee on Benny's website for actually pretty cheap. It's only $105,000, and if you've ever played GTA, you know that that's actually not a lot of money for a really cool car like this. And then upgrading it to the supercar version is a few $100,000, but I don't believe it's over 500K. But yeah, it's a really solid car, and I definitely recommend checking it out. So that's number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have the Deveste Eight. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard of the Deveste Eight before. I believe it was actually the fastest supercar in the game for a while, but the Deveste Eight's top speed is 131.75 miles per hour, only 0.75 miles per hour faster than the Banshee 900R. But when this car came out, it was honestly a fan favorite, and you couldn't really go anywhere without seeing someone driving one. And with it still being the 3rd fastest car in the game, it's still very loved by the community. But yeah, the Deveste Eight will cost you $1,795,000 if you want to go on Legendary Motorsport to pick one of these up. But that's honestly not a lot, because even some cars that are quite a bit slower, like the T20, cost about 2.2 million, I'm pretty sure, and some cars even get up to 2.5. So this only being a little bit less than 1.8 million isn't that bad. But yeah, that's the Deveste Eight. It's a pretty solid car. All these cars can be found on Legendary Motorsport, and that wraps up number 3. Now coming in at number 2, we have the Pfister, is that how you say it? The Pfister 811. This car has been out for a while, and it's honestly pretty cheap to be the 2nd fastest car in the game. 811's top speed is 132.5 miles per hour, which is actually the same amount higher than the Deveste Eight as the Deveste Eight is from the Banshee, is 0.75 miles per hour. But yeah, it's a pretty solid car. Unfortunately, it really doesn't have hardly any customization options other than respraying and changing the color of the spoiler and the roof. So if you really want to deck your car out and make it look cool, I don't know if the 811 is the thing for you, but it's still a pretty solid car. It comes in at $1,135,000, which is honestly super cheap for a supercar. But yeah, that wraps up number 2. Now coming in at number 1, I think everybody knows what I'm about to say. It's actually a pretty interesting situation because other than the Coquette D10, this is one of the only sports cars on this list, and one of the only sports cars that comes anywhere near the top fastest cars in the game. Now the car I'm talking about, number 1, the fastest car in the game, is the Ocelot Pariah, with a top speed of 136 miles per hour, 3.5 miles per hour faster than the 811. This car is an absolute beast. It will beat anything in a race except for obviously F1 cars and the Vigilante and Scramjet and things with boosts and anything like that, but it is a very fast car, and it's really weird that this is a sports car because it beats every single supercar in the game, and you wouldn't even think that it would be able to beat any of them considering Super's supposed to be better than sports. But it's definitely a fan favorite. Everybody loves the Pariah. You can get this thing for $1,420,000 on Legendary Motorsport, and I'd say it's 100% worth that money because it is very fast. You can actually double clutch pretty well in this thing as well if we have any drag racers watching. It's a really good drag racing car. It has great acceleration, amazing top speed, best in the game, and yeah, it's just really unstoppable. I don't know when they're going to add anything or if they ever will add any car that can beat the Pariah, but yeah, it's a super solid car. I would definitely buy one, especially if you're a newer player and you're looking for kind of a cheaper car compared to a lot of the supercars that will absolutely dominate the streets. I would definitely go for buying a Pariah. But yeah, that's the #1 car in the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and leave me a comment below about any other cars you think might be able to stand up to these in a race. Even though these have the top 5 fastest top speeds, there are other cars with better accelerations that could beat these in a short drag race. There's cars with better handling, better traction. I know the Wagner has really good traction. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're at 648, I believe, as of right now. But it's really awesome. Thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. If you want more content like this, I do plan on making more GTA videos like this and videos in other games as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this list helped you guys out in choosing your next car, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.